I don't think anyone, including JRT Alonso, who was in the race yesterday, would want to see that as well.
It's annoying. It really was annoying.
Yes. Do remember some of the drivers here from last season though, so there are a few names that I do recognise, as well as a few names with a few gamertag changes, so it should be a lot more interesting to see how they are actually got on from this game to last game. Any names you see here which could provide a surprise, or you think are going to be potential for pole position here?
Jumped Warrior I think it'll be up there because when he was in GP2 he just wiped the floor with everybody, so I'd say him. Mirko, of course, is an amazing driver, so also keep an eye on him. But apart from that, I have no clue who the rest are, so I'm gonna have to find out myself.
Yep. Just so you know, I am also completely guessing with a lot of this because of the fact that some of these drivers I do recognise, but I only know that the JRT cars are black with is black car with the turquoise letters on it. So those are the GRT cars in this league, in this particular tier, and that's the only ones I actually know. So yeah.
Oh, and Kimi
has left the session. Oh, hopefully this is not a bad omen, because we had some issues in the league race that I was doing not too long ago, where some people lost sound into the qualifying session and had to basically leave and come back, and it still didn't work properly. I think back. The first okay, so who was the driver there? Was that Ferrandi? Who was the first car on track?
It's Nomad.
Nomad. Anyway, so we'll go on board with a lap with Nomad round this Canadian Grand Prix circuit. Careful not to corner cut through that final corner, as you'll find out later on in the race that will be a huge area for corner cutting penalties. Heading down into turn 1, clipping the apexes of 1 and 2. Nicely clipped there from the BMG driver. And into the next selection of corners heading into the end of the first sector. Got to be careful not to corner cut or extend there, as it's very easy to do so as we head up to the end of sector 1. It is a 19 flat for Nomad as he heads through the the end of the first sector on the soft tires this time around, on the soft tires on his first lap. He has the DRS open on what is one of 2 DRS zones. This DRS zone wasn't here on last year's game, so this is a brand new DRS zone as he head down towards what is now the chicane, and one of the places where it can be very easy for you to outbrake yourself into this corner right here. Crucial to get a good apex here, otherwise you will run out wide and potentially damage your wing if you're not careful right there as we head down into the second of the 3 DRS straights. Crucial to get your line right through this corner, because you can either gain or lose a whole load of time as you head through this corner. You can kick a lot of that inside first part of that corner, but careful not to cut the exit, as you will get your lap invalidated. And next lap, as you'd actually think his lap was indeed invalidated, but at least we've got a lap this time around. As St. Tom goes to the top of the leaderboard. So he sets the first lap time of a 1 minute, that's a 1 minute 8 point something. I can't exactly see that very well.
8.538.
Thank you very much. And it's XR Virgil. I don't exactly know how to say that gamer tag, I'll be 100% honest. BMG Cleanser goes P3 with ERL Kavar going P4, but then he's discipled down to P5 by Trapman49.
Oh, someone's at the wall.
Finding a few other drivers, and Danny, as you can see, Danny coming across the line. He's done a 1 minute 10, but he is on the mediums. Do we see like a mix of strategy going on here, do we suspect, in terms of what we might actually see?
Well, I think everyone's going on the standard strategy, but you have like someone like Trapman in the midst of super soft runners, but he is on the medium, so don't know just yet. Of course, as far as I know, he's some very fast drivers, so if you go on slower tires, then you're going to have a bit of trouble, but you will. It's all track position in Canada, so I don't know. And while all that was going on, there was some massive traffic issues, and the wall has claimed its first victim. I didn't know who it was, but there was some front wing at the exit of the final corner. Yeah.
Alright, I can see potential. There could be a few incidences there in terms of what could potentially happen, because that is very easy to run wide there, and potentially, because I've done it before by not paying attention, where you run into things. I'm not sure if Barth actually got Thingway, as I think Peronde just set the fastest lap, so he's gone there, and there goes Bartman to P4, so Peronde with the current fastest lap, the Brazilian driver.
We are into we're under like the 1 minute 8.5, so that's a 1 minute 8.490, so obviously everyone's gonna get a bit faster, so track position is crucial because there was a good 6-car train of everyone on their hot laps, which is not ideal, but it happens sometimes. There's some yellow flags in sector 2, just lots of traffic. Again,
decent lap from Key Mirror, goes P4, and
yeah,
just keeping out of the way there. Find someone else.
Of course, this track is very small, so track position is everything around here. But you would kind of want someone ahead of you on the second DRS straight, so you can get a lovely tow down the straight.
Indeed, so
look, you'd want them to peel into the pits, because the last time you want a car in front of you is at the little corner for the Wall of Champions. So
indeed, so. And you've got to be careful. You've got to very much indicate when it comes to the race. You've got to very much be indicating when you want to go into the pits, because it can be an occasional problem where someone wants to go in the pits and then they end up overtaking you on the inside line, and you end up being like, oh, so you're wanting to go into the pit lane, but you've not really left a lot of space to go around there, so you kind of have to keep to the left hand side when it comes to the race. That's something you will have to keep an eye on when it comes to that.
Yeah.
With St. Tom, who currently sits P2 with a 1 minute 8.5. The current times, the top few, let's have a the top, oh, that's close. Eke's popped himself into P2, only 8 thousandths behind Ronde, who's in current pole position. So it's a decent lap there from Eke, and I know he is very quick when it comes to that. And St. Tom is currently only 0.47 behind him, so the top 3 covered by less than a tenth of a second is pretty decent with XR Virgil, not Virgil, I'm going to call him that because I don't know exactly what his name is, only 1/10 further back.
The lone PRT car
very wide.
Oh yes, oh, we got yellow flags now. The lone PRT car then of Jump Warrior is out on the racetrack.
Kimmy has managed to get back in, just so you're aware. He's currently not set a lap yet, and he's done 3 laps in a set of hard tyres, which makes me think he's either not been able to set a time yet, or he has basically invalidated all his laps, which I'm thinking is the latter in this occasion. And I think that somebody just moved position there. I'm not 100% sure.
There's
a lot of people to look out for in terms of this grid, actually.
Yeah, we're too used to looking at the top 10 in JRL. This is thrown to the deep end moments.
Yep.
Jump Warrior is on his first lap.
We'll find him. Well, I think someone may have popped himself.
Oh, there's traffic.
I think he's going to be alright. Nomad does move out the way. Oh, that could have been interesting, because let's just say that let's come out of the cockpit view and move into the overhead camera shot, so give them some extra shots here. As here comes Jump Warrior through the middle sector. One of JRT's, say, more quicker drivers in terms of this tier.
Yeah.
I mean, he's on similar pace to the outgoing member, the current member of Atomic, who was going to be here today, but he had other commitments he had to go through with. We won't say anything.
Yeah, we'll put it simply.
Quite funny.
We'll put it simply, yeah.
Jump Warrior, it's going to be a decent lap for him. And it's pole position.
Oh, it's fastest.
1 minute 8.2.
Whoa!
1 minute 8.2.
That's an amazing lap. From
2 tenths quicker than Peronde.
The man who's on his debut. That's an amazing lap time from Jump Warrior.
Yep.
Kimmy is
well for JRT.
Yeah, Kimmy is
a
bit down though.
He's only 1.6 seconds off. The entire field at the moment is only separated by 1.8 seconds. That is actually amazing. And Peronde does go a bit quicker though, but he he doesn't actually go. He goes within 1/10 of
Kimmy's in.
Jump Warrior. Fine.
Kimmy's in the pits. See that Brandon his lap again. And Trapman has run out of fuel at the worst place possible. He's getting out of the way. That's a very bad spot you want to be in. It's a long way home. Trapman then has overestimated his fuel, and that's he's got
He's had some issues,
right.
I'm guessing. Oh, there we go. That's Trapman obviously on the side of the track that is going very slowly.
Yeah, he's out of fuel. There's a car coming. Oh, get out of the way.
Key Mirror has wing damage actually, so I'm not sure what happened to Key Mirror, but he's come back in the pits with wing damage. He's currently still got time to go for a lap, but I just noticed that when I was going round. But I don't know exactly what happened there. I think he might have had contact with someone.
Kimmy has set a lap actually, and he's coming out on mediums.
Ooh, so he's trying to go for possibly he's the only person on track at the moment actually on the medium tyres, because everyone else has done laps on the softs. So maybe there's something they know that we don't know about the weather potentially, because it's a track that potentially can throw up surprises. So I think St. Tom has invalidated his lap as he's immediately backed out of it. So we're going to go and find someone else. The XR driver of we're just going to call him Verge because I honestly don't know how to say his name.
Yeah.
Probably the best thing there.
Trapman has now made it back to the pits.
Eventually.
He stayed out of people's way, which is very good. Normally people couldn't care less and just get in others' way. But 6 minutes ago, only ESR.
Very good. ESR Amazed and BMG Nomad, and it's quickest for Verge. A 1 minute 8.1. And he goes just under a 10th quicker.
Oh, I
than
think
Jump
we're
Warrior.
into the 1 minute 7s. We might go into 1 minute 7s here, because everyone's obviously not pushing flat out to the limit yet. Track limits, of course,
Key Mirrors actually
is a major factor.
Mediums. Yep, you're correct on that fact. Track limits. I think this race will definitely come down to who can get the least amount of penalties, because it's all going to be. Because the amount of penalties, like the amount of corners you can run wide on, like obviously like turn 1 and turn 2 are very easy. You can cut those very easily. And St. Thomas once again had a huge issue, and he's gone across the grass, so he will not be improving on that lap.
Kimmy's all up
interesting
again
to see
now.
how one of the other two. Oh, let's go and find Kimmy. He's down in P18 at this moment in time, but he will be looking to improve on that lap. As we definitely.
I think he was fastest in the first sector. I think he's just at the fastest first sector, because it was like minus 336.
Also, he was 3/10 quicker than Verge up front.
And he's on mediums. Yeah, Kimmy is. Oh, he's got a bit deep though.
Flying. I think he's alright. Sometimes the deeper exit there can sometimes give you a slightly better run rather than being tight to that line, inside line. With yellow flags in sector 3, I think that's possibly for people who maybe someone's had an incident. It's being
Kimmy
cleared
will
now.
want to just keep it. Yeah.
Here he comes to the final corner. What is it going to be? It's going to be a 1 minute 9.4.
Oh.
What happened in the final sector?
I literally think
he
went in too deep. He's minus 446.
I wonder if he's lap validated then. Or if he improved just minorly.
He improved. I think our timing screens have just gone a bit wonky there.
That's weird then.
But I
know I've had some issues with timing screens as we're seeing around. But it's just kind of a bit strange really in terms of the fact of how Key Mirror's backed out of his lap actually. He's decided he's not happy with that lap, so he's backed out. Perondi is back out again. Going back out again on the
You might want to catch your breath now, because this is now the moment where everyone's come out for their final flying lap. And ERL keep
straight back in.
Okay.
As we're watching Barthman coming through the final corner. Is he gonna? Nope, he is carrying on. You've got to be careful not to cut that second part. It's a huge slide as he comes out of that corner. He kicks up the grass. the exit there, it's going to be a decent lap. It's a 1 minute 9.0, and he's actually 1 to 2 tenths slower than his best time. So he does not improve, and I think that was it for that one. Now we'll go on board with BRL.
Oh, there's massive traffic.
Yep, this is going to be a huge problem now for the drivers, is people just trying to find clean air now. I mean,
the
you've
first
basically got
sector
to
is
pick
a car
your time.
park.
Yep, it's basically the M25.
ERL
Or something along
keyboard let
those lines.
everyone through. Yeah. Actually, I like the livery of ERL keyboard. Actually, a really nice livery.
Yeah, it's like a gold and black livery. I think that's the ERL. I think most likely it's a lot easier to actually see what teams these are actually representing.
Yeah.
Unlike
PRT
GP2.
take notes. Yeah. We got like we have like 14 yards for GP2, and here we are with a full grid for GP1. So, oh, the traffic
I
on
think
the
Trapman's popped himself into P4, I think. And Perondi was quickest again by 1/10 of a second. We're almost in the 1 minute 7. It's a 1 minute 8.0.
Oh, here we go now. There's yellow flags everywhere.
Clenzo's gone P4. So
The
I think
Boreas
that'll
coming out
be
on
his
track.
potential. Potentially he's not gonna. Yep, he's backed out. So that's Clenzo's final lap. He's done and dusted. Trapman's probably not going to be doing a lap. No, he is not.
Perondi's gonna get one lap in.
Yep,
He's gonna get one more
he's
lap
decided
in.
to carry on.
Yeah, he is.
As Barthman has retired, he's figuring he can't improve P11. Maybe that's a strategic call.
Nomad will
starting
start
a fresh set
last.
of tires. Who knows? Yep, he's going to be starting from the back. And we'll see if Amaze can actually improve on his lap, because he's currently still not able to actually set a time, and he's very, so I would say bold, not quite as bold as the SSR. That's really hard to say.
That's a
Really hard to
lot
say.
of traffic. And that might have ruined Sync Repulsion's lap. Because there was a lot of traffic. I don't think Jump Board's going to get around in time. Depends where he is. Oh, he'll get around, but he can't make a single error.
Oh, Amaze has an incident. He's on his lap, and I've just come back to him, and he's in the wall. He just went in the wall on the right-hand side, on the left-hand side, and he's got no front wheel on the left-hand side now. So that's him done.
Kimmy's gonna set one more lap time as well. He's gone onto the super softs. Obviously, he's got Sync Tom ahead of him though. Here we go. Catch your breath, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the flying laps.
Yep.
And Isar Mace has actually Isar Mace is in the wall of champions.
Yep. Yep, he basically ditched it in the wall like quite a bit a minute or so ago, and whoa, Kimmy's got huge traffic there. I have no idea who that was, but someone was right in the middle of the track.
There.
There's another
Jumped
car right in
Warrior.
front as well, and I'm not sure if this. Yep. Jump
He's
Warrior,
backed
don't know
out.
if
He's backed out.
So he's not going to improve. Can Kimmy improve on his lap time? He's backed out.
Kimmy's backed out. Oh.
Kimmy is. Yep.
So Perondi is on pole. Oh, and I think Eek just went to the back of Sully. And he has again. They're both ramming into the back of each other.
Yep, I think that's the AI doing that, to be honest.
No, I don't think so, because they haven't left the target side. No, they're driving. They are driving.
Oh,
Oh,
what's
yeah.
going on here? What's going on here?
There's some tension here because they're all running into the back of each other. Here comes another ERL car, I think. I think we're running out of fuel. They have all run out of fuel.
Yep, and they're all just going to carry on going round.
Oh!
Whoa, what's happened there? I don't think we're just waiting for ERL Kiever to come Kavar.
Yeah, there we go.
Finish, and that's him done. Very bright helmet there for Eke. The silver top on that helmet. So, and that was an interesting qualifying session. It was pretty close.
Yep.
In terms of that. So let's run through the grid order. It's Perondi on pole position, but with XR Verge just behind him, 1/10 behind, with Jump Warrior P3 doing the job there for GRT. He's only 2/10 back. Then it's BMG Clenzo, who the top 4 is separated by 0.2 of a second, so pretty decent right there. Then it's Trapman, followed by Eke, Sink Tom, BMG Sully, Errol Matty, and JJ to finish off the top 10. The people with free tire choice, depending on what it is for the race, it's Key Mirror, Barthman. Well, we'll finish it with the rest ones are on the grid, because obviously I didn't see what those were.
Yeah.
What happens when you only get like 30 seconds for a countdown there? So,
it
it's
looks
very
dry.
cloudy, but it looks cloudy though. It's very cloudy. So I've no idea, because obviously none of the drivers mentioned what the weather's going to be before the race. And let's just say that's going to be interesting to see what the weather throws up. I mean, we could on it. I know we'll never have a situation like what happened with Canada in 2011 in real life, but maybe we could have a situation like that with the weather here. Who knows?
Yep.
So we're now just.
Reese's texting has the stream started.
I think so. As we're just waiting for the drivers to ready up now, we'll see what the tires of the drivers later down the field actually went for, because I didn't actually catch the times of the latter half of the field, because we're just going through them in a little bit more detail. So we'll have to see on that one. Obviously, they'll have that from the end in qualifying, so if they need anything, they can just go back through and look at that again. So we had managed to get through qualifying fine. Now can we get through the race? It looks like they're just
depends. Oh yes, we will.
So none of the issues of yesterday then. So yeah. Right. So the grid order, interestingly, is of course all the top 10 are on the soft tires. The outside the top 10 is Key Mirror. Key Mirror's on the medium. Key Mirror's on the mediums. Barthman 007 is on the mediums with Danny and Sink Repulsion also on the mediums, with Kivar also on the mediums. I think Toxic Fusions might well be. I think he's also in mediums. The only person, Kimmy's the only person who has opted for the hard tires, and then the 3 behind him, Tom Battlers, ESR Amazed, and BMG Nomad, have all opted for the medium tires. So are we thinking? So the top 10. Do you think there's going to be a 1-stop or a 2-stop for those guys up front?
Oh, see, when I did GP2 was a 2-stop. You went for the super softs only lasted 3 laps.
The soft tires,
so
technically in this case, because it's only the soft.
Yeah, you paid for hards, and then at the end you paid for medium. So Kimmy can obviously do the 1-stop, and Kimmy has some serious pace. So you'll cut through the field. Medium tire runners, I have no clue. We're going to find out ourselves. But as far as I know, those super soft tires, it won't take long for them into the pits, because those tires fall off the cliff very fast. And now I got to prepare my voice.
Yep.
Okay.
As we will let you go for the race start as the cars come through the final corner. As we prepare, as Perondi lines his car up on the front row. Let's see as the action is about to kick off.
Oh,
and I will leave it. I'll leave it with Alonso to do the race start.
Okay. Full grid. Never done this in my life. Well, let's do it anyway. Let's see how far I go before I start losing. Anyway.
Here we go.
We got some red lights. Yes, we do. 5 red lights. It's lights out, and away we go. Perotti gets a pretty decent start to Warrior as well. Coming down into the first corner has Perondi, keeps the lead. There's a bit of fighting there. Jump Warrior's going to go to the inside. No, so Verdict goes into the lead. We got a bit of squabbling at the back.
Yep. I think everyone's got away with it though. There's no damage.
So, Verdict leads, Perondi second, Jabori third, Clenzo fourth, Eek 5th, Tom 6th, Trapman 7th, JJ 8th, Sudi Knight and Matty's in 10th, Keemer, then Danny, then Barth, then Amaze, then Kivar, then Tom. There's a fight for that. Then Repulsion, then Fusion, and Kimmy's after falling down massively as Tom has been absolutely done. And Kimmy's done in last. Kimmy's there's so much time, and there's a car in the wall, and then it's Kimmy. Kimmy's in the wall. Front wing damage. It's not been a good RT driver. The back. He's gonna get a little toe there from Tom though. They're gonna go. This is not a place. They're gonna go side by side. There's a lock up there as well. Running over the curb. They've kept it clean. Kimmy's in the pitch straight away. JJ's past Trapman, and they're still going side by side.
Side by side.
JJ.
Oh. touching there, but I think they got away with it.
Yeah.
You see, Trapman's currently stuck in a BMG sandwich here because he's got BMG Sully right behind him. And Matty's the first one to pick up a time penalty. The first of many, I suspect, we will see right here.
And Sing Tong trying to do around the outside on Nick. He's gonna do the switchback, and they're going to go down the straight. No DRS just yet, and that's Kivar in the wall. He's crashed with Nomad. So Nomad and Kivar, and Tom has got past Deke. So much going on.
Yep.
But while all that went on, I didn't catch it, but Kivar, I think, went into Nomad. And that's Matty and Sully now. Yes, it is.
Side by side, they managed to make that work side by side in the chicane, which is amazing. And as I think Barthman has got past, has been very
There's
close
another
to
uptake
Danny,
going behind.
just behind.
Yeah. Side by side, and Sully keeps the position.
Yep.
Jumped Warrior.
Danny's in 13.
Is closing on Perondi. Repulsion is into the pits. Oh, and Nomad!
Yellow flags out to 3.
In the World Champions, and Kivar
Kivar's out as well.
him. Kivar drove
dear.
straight into Nomad. They're going to be fighting about that one for a bit. Kivar, he didn't even see Nomad, went straight into him. And that is not how you want to go out of that Grand Prix. That is a big, big crash.
Yep, and Nomad immediately left the session, so he's going to be not amused by that whatsoever. I mean, there may well be said something in the stewards room after that one, so I think the stewards may well potentially be quite busy. Potentially may have been a few collisions further back, some of which may have been seen, but yeah, that's not gone well for
DRS
them.
enabled, Perondi. Battle for first, Perondi goes to the sides.
Gonna go on board.
Takes them.
Oh!
They're not giving each other a bit of an inch. Jumped Warrior. Here comes Jumped Warrior in the PRT car.
Yep. And I think, no, he's not been able to do anything with that at the moment. He was a bit too far back, and I think Verge was covering the inside there to make sure that Verge was like, yeah, you're not getting through here. That's not happening. And this looks like one of the closest battles at the moment on track. But the thing is, and Jump Warrior potentially having to go for that. I wonder if Verge might have lost some time in that while he's doing that, because he's got to think about Jump Warrior just behind as Eke now picked himself up a time penalty as well, the second one of the race. He's the it's going to cause, because Verge has to attack and defend at the same time, so he has to know what's the best thing to do. He's got to try and balance them both out, because if he doesn't, then he's going to lose a whole lot of time. Because I think we may potentially not.
Perondi's gone in too deep.
I don't think that Verge is going to be close enough to make the move though at this moment in time, unless he gets a good run down the DRS straight. It's all going to be about wings really. It's all about really who has the lowest wings. It looks like Amaze has actually got past Danny just a bit further back, because it looks like their cars, Matty and Bar,
Tom and
side by
Kenzo
side just ahead. Yep.
And he's got a pretty good. He's got a bad run, and here comes Zeke.
Oh my
Fusion
word.
and Tom are fighting.
Up a huge. Have you seen how many cars are stuck behind Clenzo?
Oh
There's
my
a huge
god!
amount
And
of
Tom's
them.
gonna go around the outside. And Stratman, and this is. Go on.
Yep, there's a lot going on at the moment. Trying not to talk over, but it's very difficult, and it looks like Stratman has actually been repassed by JJ. Actually, I think they're side by side. They were briefly side by side, but I think JJ has backed out of the move. No, they're still side by side. They're ghosting through each other, so I don't know what is going on there. I think Trapman may have been having some internet issues right there, or the game's just apparently not sure what to do there, because I'm fairly sure those two cars were inside each other very briefly. Now JJ's under pressure, so it looks like Barthman is going now, once again going almost side by side with ESR Maze, and I think he's got repassed
I think Kenzo's
the ESR driver.
I think Kenzo's tyres are gone. Because the train.
Either that. Yeah, he's 3.5 set. He's 3.6 seconds back now. Eke's potentially going to move. Clenzo might well have to go defense here. No, he does not.
Jump Warrior passed. Oh, they got contact, and Jumped Warrior's out.
The final corner, he's backwards. I think there was contact with Perondi or
Verdict.
Verge.
I saw it. Verdict. The world champions and
whoa!
Jumped
What's
Warrior.
happened there? St. Tom. Verge has got a 10-second time penalty for cutting turn 1, so I wonder if he has wing damage. because I'm looking at the field and Eke is just closing him in hugely. So I wonder if he has wing damage. Yeah, he has major wing damage on the right hand side. He's missing all of the actual...
Matty!
I'm seeing what...
Matty!
Yep.
There's so much going on.
There's a huge incident! Oh, he's lucky he's still there. He's still got a wing, but he's fell back again massively. Cleanzo's now side by side with Eke. And that kerfuffle of what's happened there. And I think his Bartman had contact with
Bartman goes through him and had to go off. Perondi then.
Maze is now through as well. Cleanzo is now going once again side by side with Sink Tom. Sink Tom's had a huge issue at the chicane there, and he's fell back now. He's fell all the way back to P6, and I think he's now got he may well have JJ for company right there. We'll get
Perondi's in. Perondi's in.
Yep, there's wing damage as well. I think potentially could be wing damage.
Oh, Tom's been spun around. Tom has been spun around.
He's got to get going again without causing any issue. Indeed, he has.
Coming into the
straight
pits.
for the pits. Yep, I think something may well be said about that as well. So like
very chaotic
man are trying to go side by side as well. So they're still going to almost be side by side there.
Sully and Danny have had a crash. And there's someone else gone off. You can't keep up with this Grand Prix. It's we're only 7 laps in.
Yep.
Oh my god.
This is incredible stuff right here. This is massive. I think there might be wing damage for someone because I saw what looks like a wing.
Kimmy's back into the pits.
Whoa,
not been a good day.
Spun.
He has.
Barthman has indeed spun, but it looks like Sully's lost 2 positions.
His tires are done. He's coming in. Oh, he's front wing damage. He has front wing damage. Massive front wing damage.
I was thinking that. I was potentially thinking that. It looks like Toxic Fusions may well have a go at Danny though. Tom Battler's.
Oh, and Bartman spun.
Yeah, he's spun again. His tires are overheated. I suspect that's his tires overheat though. Key Mirror and BMD and JJ side by side. Looks like those
Bart's gone again.
Hits. Yep. I think he's probably way overheated those tires. He's gonna probably have to do a lot now. He's out of this race. He's done.
I think he's crashed.
He is done.
Yeah, he's crashed into the wall. He's crashed into the wall.
Oof, well he's had a terrible day in the office after just 8 laps. His race is done as well. We've already lost. We started with 20, we've already lost 4. So we're now down to 16 runners in this Grand Prix. That was chaotic, those first few laps, I must say.
You don't get that in GRL.
Yep. Interesting to note that Verge has gone into another set of the softs. He has indeed been gone onto another set of soft tires there, so I wonder if he's going soft medium on this strategy, because that's an interesting strategy. Cleanzo picks up a 10 penalty. I will say that we've not seen a lot of 10 penalties in terms of this.
Kimmy's done. He's back into the pits. I think he's done for sure.
I think his race is done. Yep, and if that's the case, that is both JRT drivers who've had one hell of a terrible day in the office. It looks like actually he hasn't quit yet. It looks like he's still here, as we see Eke in the pits now. So it means that Key Mirror now leads this race, as it looks like Danny is not
tapped the wall.
Close enough. Which driver would that be, by any chance? Is it
Perondi. It was Perondi. There was no damage. It was a tap to the wall. It was Perondi.
Jump Warrior hasn't. Yep, he's gone as Verge sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix.
And he did not want to get out ahead of JJ. Broke very heavily to make sure he got behind. I think they are teammates. I think JJ has the better chance of getting somewhere.
Yep.
Oh, I think Toxic Fusion has damage again. No, he doesn't. I thought he had damage because the way he was turning.
No, it may well have just been a really terrible exit then from him. It looks like Danny may well potentially be going for a move on Toxic Fusions into the second of the 3 DRS zones in this track, but it looks like Danny may well be coming in this lap because he has the little wrench indicator, or the green wrench indicator, dictating that this is his pit window. Is he going to come in though? No, he's not yet. Toxic Fusions he's still close to Toxic Fusions. He decided not to go for the move into the final sequence of the chicanes, but it looks like he's not close enough to make the move on Toxic Fusions. It looks like Toxic Fusions had more straight line speed there, even with DRS for Danny. So So it looks like his repulsion now picks up a time penalty for what I suspect is corner cutting.
Mate.
So it looks like Trapman has managed to get past Verge. So Verge is trying his hardest to get away on his soft tyres. It looks like he's not been able to do so, and I wonder if he's going to be a little bit more aggressive because of the fact he's got to get through and make this stint work, because he's on a softer compound than the people around him. I'm fairly sure that the people around him, I think Clenzo has pit, but I don't. Did Clenzo and Trapman both pit? I think they both did. A few laps ago, as Tom Battler's now picks up a time penalty to add to the list of penalties so far on this list. It looks like Verge has managed to stay within the range, within the 2 to 3/10 range of Trapman just in front. And we head through. Whoa, that's a big dive bomb from Verge. And he's just trying to cut off the apex there, but this is going to give Verge a huge chance, as I think Verge may well have the DRS. It looks like Verge, whoa, that's very aggressive defending from Verge right there, but it looks like Verge actually managed to time that, so he got the DRS. So a cheeky move there from the XRT driver right there. And it looks like Trapman is actually going to get a slightly better run though, but because Verge has the DRS, he's not going to be able to really do anything as he head through into there. As Key Mirror has pit and put on the hard tyre compound, so he will be going to the end on those tyres. Needs to be aware though, the people who chose the hard tyres though, that the hard tyres sometimes do take a little bit of time to come to temperature. It can take about 2 or 3 laps, I'd say, from experience so far of what I've seen for the hard tyres to come to temperature. I'm not sure about yourself, Alonso, but that's kind of what I thought from the hard tyre compounds.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Looks like it's useful input there. As it looks like the field has spread out a little bit from previous, as it looks like Eke is actually trying to. He's very close to the back of JJ in the BMG car. Can he make a move potentially into the corner? JJ potentially, if he feels he's close enough, may well have to go defensive. JJ hasn't gone defensive though, but Eke is choosing the outside interestingly, and JJ just lets him have it. So there's wasn't a lot of fight there from JJ. I would honestly assume that's the case. It's like a Trapman actually got past Verge again, but Verge is not able to do anything. It's like Trapman has better straight line speed than the XRT driver of Verge there. I guess this is just inviting Clenzo behind, who's just currently sitting behind, just looking and waiting, being like, yeah, I've got popcorn here waiting for when this all goes wrong at some point. Because with how aggressive Verge is being, he's putting his front wing on the line every time he goes for a dive bomb, and I potentially think he's going to go potentially for an arrow move into this corner right here, but I don't think this straight is really long enough for any real moves to be made. It's kind of all about just closing up on that DRS straight to actually make sure you can get a decent run as you head through here and into the chicane and heading into... You might need to
go defensive.
No, Verge's not close enough this time around. He's probably going to have to defend a lot more heavily on this occasion. It looks like Perondi and Danny are going side by side, and it looks like Danny's actually made the move very easy.
Oh,
but
Perondi's
it's not. I think Perondi may well have some issues. I wonder if this will encourage Danny to come back at him potentially, or is Perondi just going to pull away? Indeed he is, most likely, because Perondi obviously is on much fresher tyres. Danny's on 12 lap old mediums, whereas Perondi's on 6 lap old hards, and even though there's a one step up on the tyre difference, as Kivar has now left the session, quite a long time he was in here since he had his incident very early on. Honestly, I'm amazed though that Kimi is actually still in this race, so at least JRT still have one driver in this race. In terms of that. You'll be really hoping to get a safety car, to be honest.
Yeah. Kimi's really fast, it's just when it comes to luck. So, and unless they're... yeah,
how lucky you get
unless there isn't a safety car, Perondi can just run away with this race, because there was a slide.
That was a huge moment for Verge, and he's going to be down the inside though. No, he's decided to back out of it. Verge had a huge moment as he came out of the chicane and the second DRS zone, and he just seemed to just lose complete grip for a bit, and he ran wide almost into the wall. He's not going to be close enough, and obviously Clenzo will have the DRS, and this will allow him to close up on Trapman, who's currently the best part of like almost 4.7 seconds back on JJ at this moment in time, who's currently still behind Eke. and is not able to do anything. His sync repulsion has picked up a 5-second stop go for speeding in the pit lane. So he's, well, that's the first one of those I've actually seen this race. Most of his 3-second time penalties, with one 10-second for Verge for completely cutting across turn 1. I seen that, which I spotted earlier on in this race. So it's like sync repulsion probably will come out in P15, so I think he's
15.
safe there. Sync Tom picks up another time penalty, so I think he's on 6 seconds worth now. It looks like Eke is actually not that far off Danny, and Danny at this point on worn mediums, I think he's on, indeed.
Mediums,
and
yeah.
this should be a fairly easy job for Eke's, because Danny just gives him the inside. I mean, Danny knows that it's not really his battle to fight. I mean, he's just gonna come in back. He's just gonna fold him behind, and that's really that on that one. And the next one to make probably the easy move on Danny is most likely going to be JJ, because I'm not sure he's really going to put up much of a fight against JJ either. I wouldn't have thought. It's not really worth him, to be honest, putting a fight up against JJ, because he's on much older tyres. And I mean, you've kind of got to pick and choose your battles, I would say, in terms of this also, because there's like, it's in terms of the fact that it's really all about, let's say, picking battles. It's like, so in the case of Danny here, he knows that JJ is going to get past very easily, and he's probably going to leave him the inside, or JJ will go for the inside, and I think he's probably going to back out, and indeed Danny does. That's a good mindset to have, because at least that way around you lose minimal time, because if you battle the cars around, you ruin your own race, as you say. It's you're all you're going to do is you're just going to go, oh, I've just spent lots of time battling the car in front of me, and now the car in front of me is a good 4 seconds ahead. And it sometimes can be very hard to recover that time back, depending on the driver. As it looks like Verge is actually really struggling on those softs at this point. He's only done 8 laps on them again, so... What lap did he come in on? Just out of curiosity.
Lap 7 or 8?
Lap 7. Lap 7 or 8 for him on the softs. So he's doing, I wonder, is he doing soft medium or soft hard?
Tom's gone. Tom's gone for wall.
Oof. Big incident. Has he completely lost his front wing? Nope, he's got wing damage on the left hand side, so I think that's probably his race done. Most likely. Back up to there again.
Yeah.
At this moment in time, it looks like we've got a little bit of a mellow, just to calm down.
It's the eye of the storm.
Yes.
The eye of the storm.
What happened with Trapman? Trapman just lagged backwards, and then lagged forwards. As Tom Battler's has done from this race, he's had.
Eek is rapidly catching Perondi.
Yep.
This is a battle you'd want to watch.
Yes. Perondi on the hards versus Eke on the mediums. Who's in the better position here, would you say? In terms of tire longevity.
Perondi's going to be going to the ends. Eek has the fresher tyres, but he'll have to pit again. So right now,
depending if he can make those last.
Yeah, right now he has to pass, fill the gap, pit, presumably for the softs, and hunt him down. So right now, we kind of do have a little bit of a 2-horse race, and if I'm going to put money on anything, it's be Perondi.
I would say Eke's in a good position here, because he's on a quicker tyre compound, because at this moment in time, the mediums are quicker than the hard tyres. The hard tyres are durable and will last the entire race distance, whereas Eke, I think, may have to do, I'd say, a little bit of tyre management near the end of this stint, which will probably be near the end of this race,
well,
I'd say.
In my experience in GP2, I paid for hards on lap 4, and I paid for mediums at the end, because the hards were just undrivable. So, I don't know, as Eek is going for the move. Perondi is going to fight it for all his life? No, he isn't.
Nope.
Think smart.
That's an interesting play there for him at this moment in time, as Verge has indeed pit again. He did 10 laps on the set of softs, just for reference. So 2 or 3 more than he had previously. As Perondi picks up a time penalty, so he's now on 3 seconds, whereas I don't think Eke has any time penalties at this moment in time. So he's currently in a better position in terms of that, because he could win this on penalties even if Perondi ends up being ahead, which I think Perondi doesn't quite have the same pace. I think Eke is actually pulling away from him.
Oh.
Looks like indeed he is. Looks like
we might. Yeah, I can see it.
He might be able to break the. He might be able to break the DRS if he's actually within the next 2 laps if he's careful. But Perondi's still within half a second, so yeah, I don't think he's going to go for a move here though, because I think he's way too far back in terms of position-wise.
Yeah. He might want to get a good exit though.
That's not a bad run out of the corner, but it's not a good run either from Perondi, to be honest. So really, he's stuck behind for another lap, but I wonder if he's going to try and see if he can make Eke work harder in terms of making him, say, manage to wear out Eke's tyres. Now it's equal on time penalties because Eke has just picked up a time penalty, so now they are both equal on penalties at front. So it's all about now. It looks like Perondi is now out with a second. Eke's actually broken the DRS in exactly 2 laps. So, and Verge has went onto the mediums. So that's him done. His Sync Repulsion has got another time penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and that's his race done. After 10 seconds of penalties, I think he's probably just had enough, to be honest.
Yeah.
So now we've got a little bit of time to talk about some of the quality we've seen from the driver so far, because obviously there's not a lot happening. So, who is impressed so far from your point of view? Who do you think has been the most impressive so far in terms of who you've seen?
Oh, don't really know, because like Perondi has driven a pretty good race, and like he was like I think he started like 5th or 6th, and now he's up in 1st. Obviously, this is all tire depending because he may need to stop again, and Perondi is on the harder compounds. But yeah, these are you going to be commentating this will be very competitive, and it has shown, because while there was a few unnecessary contacts, it's been a very good race. But we got 15 laps to go, and we gotta see what happens next. So
yep. Everyone now, for the most part, is on the mediums or the hard tyres, and to note that Verge went on to say Verge just hit the fastest lap on the medium tyres. He's looking like the quickest driver. He just looks like he's a little bit erratic at this moment in time, as it looks like we may potentially have battle to look at.
He may get probably a penalty after the race for his collision with Jumped Warrior, but we're going to see what comes out of that.
Yep. As it looks as
and Tom's gone. Tom's gone. Tom spun.
Into the... Interesting. Perondi has pit as well as JJ.
Is he doing the Lewis Hamilton?
Medium tyres for JJ, and
I think he's in the Lewis
Perondi
Hamilton.
on mediums. Perondi's gone to mediums, and I think so. And oh, hang on a second. No, they're both on mediums. They both went to mediums.
He needs to pull the best in lap if he's gonna pit.
Yep.
Ronnie's out in 6.
There we go. That's what I wanted.
And Tom's out.
Tom has finally given up. I think he was trying to go for fastest lap on soft tyres, and it just hasn't worked out for him. As it looks like Kimi is actually closing in, even though he's on 13 lap old tyres, on Matty. Although that could be just purely because of the fact that Kimi is just coming. Oh, that's a big one. He was fairly quick, and he's gone now as well. What has happened to him?
Didn't see that. I did not see that. Right before Matty to see.
Eke's in, by the way.
Safety car! Safety car!
Oh my word, that's rare.
Ika's got a free pit stop.
Oh, Trapman.
Trapman, Ike, and Kenzo. Perondi has just lost. Oh, hang on. Because Ike's coming out of Perondi has just lost out. Max Verstappen. The start when he crashed in Monaco and Hamilton lost the win. Perondi.
Yep.
He's going to come in P2. No, Trapman's got ahead of him.
Wow, that's a huge moment
for Thingley. Oh, that is That's a bit. Kimmy's back in this race now.
Yep, he just has to pit now. He can make a free pit stop and he can actually get himself back in this race. Depends on where he is on track at the moment. Now, this is going to be This is a rare thing, a safety car. I mean, even with the patch that fixed it to actually bring the safety car in more, I've rarely seen a safety car, and this is only like the second one I think I've ever seen.
It's a very, very rare sight. Take it in, boys. Call National Geographic. Here we go, wild safety car. We got one. Yep. We got one in Brazil when I might crash with Mighty Dylan, but apart from that, I haven't seen one.
Yeah,
the crash don't speak.
Yep.
Yeah.
Funny thing is, I can actually see the safety car this time because nothing is glitched on the spectator mode, which is actually great this time around. Unlike when I was doing the race in Brazil, second time around, because I couldn't see the fact there was a safety car. So it's now going to be interesting. Kimi has indeed gone into the mediums, so he's 22 seconds back, but the safety car will be out for 3 laps, as it usually is at this point in the race. So he's now back in it. So
I'm thinking that yeah, I'm not thinking. I think Perondis couldn't fight Eek because of the tires, because it was hards that were older than his fresh medium. So I honestly think passing Trapman is going to be the race deciding moment, because if he spends too long behind Trapman, it's going to be stuck behind him in the corners. He can just pull out and that's it. Perondi has to get past Trapman at turn 1.
Indeed, and that's gonna. I don't think Trapman is gonna make this easy because, well, he doesn't really have to, in terms of this. I mean, like, all he has to do is, he can do. Honestly, he could potentially do Eki a huge favor here. They're in different teams, but if he holds them up enough, he could honestly do a huge favor for him. As it looks like Sully's pit as well.
Yep.
So Sully's decided to go off his mediums. He's probably potentially could another set of mediums. Most likely, I would have thought.
And I don't think that we should not count out JJ here.
Yep. This field brings together a whole. It just brings a whole kettle of fish into this.
And Kenzo.
Yep. Anyone really could honestly do well here now.
Yeah,
we only have 12 runners
could
left.
Be in for. Yeah, we started out with 20 cars, and we knew there was going to be some people out.
Safety car in this lap.
Safety car in this lap. Kimmy, yeah, he's caught up, but right, I'll take it away from here because it's going to be a bit chaotic.
I will let you go. I will let you go and take over the safety car restart. Safety
5
car
lights and where we go. You won't see the safety car anymore, boys.
Yep, it probably won't come out for another several hundred league races, so enjoy it while you see it.
Right, so Perondi is praying to the gods that he can pass Trapman. Well, Eek is gone now, so we're back racing here, and Perondi, I don't think has got this one. If anything, Trapman has actually got a better run, and he keeps it in there, so pretty even start. Sonny has made a horrible decision to pit now.
Yeah, he should go previous lap.
So pretty actually calm.
Perondi's fell out massively. What's happened to Perondi off that safety car restart? Because he made a huge error, but I'm realising that I think that Trapman made a huge error as well. So key mirror and Amaze, they're side by side.
They went side by side in the long right hander, and here comes, look at the outside, comes Danny. Danny's weighing absorption as old as big. Ran out of road, and here comes Key. Is it Key Mirror? Or is it Danny?
It's Danny.
It's Danny. And the Key Mirror is not leaving any room. He's not happy with what Amaze has just done. And Matty just saves it completely. Kimmy is going to be all over Matty now. Perondi is catching Trapman. But Eek has already put out a second on Trapman, nearly a second. Sets the fastest lap as well. So there goes Verge's lap.
He wasn't going to get it anyway because he didn't finish the race, so he probably wouldn't get it anyway. Trapman is currently doing a huge favour for Eke because Trapman is nearly out of a second already in the DRS zone.
And Perondi can't find a way past.
Nope, he's falling back though because Perondi's over 7/10 behind. he doesn't seem. He seems like he was sleeping on that safety car restart a little bit. It seems like JJ didn't really make much use of that safety car restart either. So
unless they're just saving your tires just that tiny bit, because mediums really aren't a tire you want to be pushing on near the start, because at the end it's all going to come onto the tires. But like Matty's going to be in serious trouble.
so he's out.
And Suddy is out.
Yep.
So
And now Kimi is
more
only one place off of a point.
away from point. And we didn't think he was going to get a point.
He's
Matty's
got
going to be in
close to that.
serious trouble because his laps are, his tires are a bit 2 laps older. GR's now enabled.
Yep.
A big choo-choo train is what you want to describe this.
Indeed so. There's a huge strain though at this moment, because it seems to be that Trapman doesn't have the pace of Eke. It's fairly obvious that he doesn't. He just got very lucky with that safety car coming out and being able to pit for a fresh set of tires.
And Kimi! Oh, and Kimi!
Ooh.
That was not a place you want to be dive bombing. Way too far. But I think desperation is starting to fill the JRT driver. He's one place away from the point, but Matty is not going to make life easy at all. And Matty's actually going way too deep. But Kimi went in deep as well.
It's too far back as
And
well, so he's not even able to
Perondi's
move there.
catching. Well, it was
He's starting
3:10, it's now 5:10.
Well, it's now 7 again. It looks like he's briefly close enough. Matty's got no pace as well. Like, look at Matty just falling away from Danny. Like,
Kimi
has to get
Kimi needs to get
past.
past him now, yeah. And he is down the inside, and he's been spun. He saves it. Brilliant.
Whoa,
And
Danny,
Kimi,
that's way too aggressive.
that was a Daniel
Whoa.
Ricciardo dive bomb.
That was a lick a stab and send it move, that one.
And he saved it as well. That was amazing from, I mean, the dive wasn't the smartest idea, but
I mean, there was a small space there, fair enough, but I'm fairly sure that gap was closing.
I thought he was like 7 tenths behind.
He was like 7 tenths behind. They just suddenly decided, oh, I'm gonna go and do. It's gonna be like the stamp and send it move. And it very nearly backfired for Kimi.
He got a
But
time
by the way, just
penalty.
immediately getting past
in this-
JJ, fairly
Oh.
easy move while you were doing that.
Are they
So-
thinking if you don't get past Perondi, I'll let you back through?
Must
I think that might be
because
what's
that's-
up.
Yep.
And Kimi is
So-
way closer. Matty's going defensive. And Kimi goes down the inside of contact, and Matty spun round. Now, I don't know whose fault that was. Might be a racing incident, but definitely there was contact, but Kimi does get
I
through.
caught the end of that. I caught the end of that.
I caught all of it
I'm not-
after game clipping it. Just in case the stewards do want to have a look at it.
Yep.
But,
Maze is on the back of Toxic Fusions.
He is.
Consider that's it's been a decent recovery from Amaze, considering he was 18th on the grid.
Oh, I actually didn't notice. There was so much going on in this Grand Prix, I totally forgot about Amaze. And Fusion, it's gone a bit too deep. And Amaze is going to get an
Position
amazing DRS.
Yep,
I'm
we'll
sorry,
come on to
I'll
that in a
take my
second.
leave.
Yep, no, it's fine, it's fine. I was going to go after he potentially made the move, and it looks like Amaze is right at the outside.
That was close.
That outside move has been quite a favoured one with the drivers, I've noticed, because in terms of that, as it looks like Toxic Fusion is now going to get passed by Key Mirror as well. Key Mirror and looking to take another position for Toxic Fusions. Amaze is up the most amount of positions in the race. He's up 13 from his starting position.
Oh my god. Can they catch JJ now?
I wonder if JJ was thinking he doesn't have the pace, so he just let his own teammate go.
Yeah. I think the ball for second, because definitely Perondi is now starting to gain way more. That's the closest they've been since the safety car came in. And he will get DRS. And let's just hope and pray that a very clean fight, and Matty's gone again.
Yep,
Doesn't
spun
even
again,
matter
I'm guessing.
anymore. He's spun on the long right-hander. Matty
Here
will
comes
want.
Ferrandi.
Yep, Chapman's already got
Sorry,
the
stuck
fence.
at the top of it. Yep, it
Yeah,
doesn't
go
even
on.
matter. Oh, it doesn't even matter. He passed Trapman like he was nowhere there. It looks like I said Trapman earlier have more straight line speed. Yeah, apparently he just decided he didn't want to fight that at all. So Trapman's now down to P3 and will be coming into the clutches of Clenzo pretty shortly.
So 1.6 seconds, 5 laps to go.
Yeah,
Ferrandi
that's going to
could
be entertaining.
still do this.
Can he? Does he have enough? He has. The gap is not that big,
Way
so he
more
probably could
battery.
close it.
Way more battery. And Matty's got a plan your speed in the pit lane.
Speeding the pit lane.
I won't touch your tires.
Yep, I wouldn't be surprised. If he does, Garen will be amazed.
Come on for
He's gone
fast
into the
lap.
soft tyre. Well, the thing
Fast
is, it won't
lap.
count for him because it isn't fast slap only for the top 10.
If there's one more retirement, there's no. He's got nothing to lose right now, so if there's one more retirement, he could get the points. Ferrandi's dropping back. But Amaze.
So he. Yep.
Yeah. I didn't.
Yep.
Yeah. Well.
Nothing to say there.
Yeah. While Kento is catching Trapman, Amaze is catching JJ.
The question is,
And
Kimmy's now picked up another time. That's 6 seconds penalties now for Kimmy. I've seen quite a few less penalties than I was honestly expecting to see. I mean, I'm quite
I was
amazed
thinking
by
there
the
was
law
gonna
now.
be. Yeah, I thought there'd be way more than what we actually got, but don't want to jinx it just yet, cause
We still have
desperation.
five more racing laps to go,
Yeah,
including this one.
and
As a-
Matty
Trapman
might get
is
lapped.
still keeping up. Trapman's still keeping up. Amazingly, he got past, but he's still keeping up. I wonder if Ferrandi used up a lot of his tyres, although he is pulling away now. He used up a whole load of his tyres. Danny now picks up a time penalty, and trying to just pull away from Trapman. He's very wide though out of there, so that's not going to have helped him. Although I don't think Trapman's anywhere near close enough. I think that's just that's too far back even for a Daniel Ricciardo dive, to be honest. There's no way you're making that one work.
Yep. It's Matty. I think Matty's going to call it a day at this point.
Yeah, most likely. I'm not entirely sure. He's had a terrible race. It looks like Amaze is trying to go for a move on JJ. I think JJ
Trapman.
definitely didn't have it.
Trapman, he was so close to Ferrandi at
He's
turn
back in again.
2. Right.
Looks like he's dropped back again. You were definitely right about JJ because JJ does not have the pace to keep up with Clenzo. So I think that was wise choice by the BMG guys there to let JJ to let Clenzo go because he definitely is struggling against the May, and Amazed I think May will get past him pretty soon. And I'm expecting JJ to put up a huge fight here because he's only 1.7 seconds.
Amazed got a
1.8
time penalty.
behind. Yep. Well, I think JJ has one as well, so. Well, it's going to be interesting how if the penalties actually do have any effect on this, because I'm only seeing
They're
about
so
a maximum
close
of
to
people
each
still
other.
left, about 6 seconds. Here we
Yeah,
go.
the biggest gap is between Danny and Kimmy. 23 seconds. Amaze, and JJ doesn't even fire. Amaze shooting the P5. Oh, JJ, he is still there. He is still there. And it's contact JJ on the wall. And Toxic Fusion's involved in that as well.
What on
Oh, that was a
Amaze has put him in the wall.
shoot. That was a right. I don't know who was at fault there because
that's
JJ
Amaze.
stuck it in.
I think JJ got stuck in Amaze's car, but I don't think Amaze should have gone.
And
for the move
Amaze
there.
had to hit the wall.
Yep, he's got wing damage, major wing damage.
So
He's done, I think.
Matty can
He's
get
gonna-
a point now.
Amaze is. Yep, Matty's going to get a point now, definitely. It looks like Toxic Fusion's going to get an easy move done on him.
And Amaze,
I
after
think
such a
Amaze.
good drive, after such an amazing drive, you cannot deny.
I
he's
think
having a good
we.
race.
Oh, yep. I think we may well have. Let's just say, as comedians, another time penalty. We may well have just completely commentator cursed him.
Yeah. Oops.
That's the easiest way of saying it. It's like, but the
And
thing is, with
amazing
Toxic
AI.
Fusion's being involved, with Toxic Fusion's being involved with that, he's been caught up hugely, and this has helped Danny now catch up to the back of him. So I wonder if Danny could potentially have a go at Toxic Fusions in the final lap, or the final two laps. We're now on the penultimate lap.
I know it's not a proud result for Kimmy, but like Kimmy has gone from possibly retiring to a decent points finish, but
And 4 points, considering where he was.
Yeah,
that safety car probably helped quite a bit, to be honest.
Amaze is out of the race. He's still going with an AI mode, so I think we can count Amaze out of the Grand Prix.
Yeah, I thought depending on how the rules work for the league of how much they can cover before they get their points. I mean, Matty might well be in with points anyway, so I think that Amaze is probably going to finish P10 anyway, so you only get 1 point, even if his AI is allowed to finish the race.
Yeah.
Danny didn't have a good exit there, I will actually note that, out there into there, but he's not really close enough to make a move on Toxic Fusions. So I don't think that's going to happen, as Perondi's picked up another penalty actually.
Oh, right. Trapman needs to stay, it's the final lap and everything. Oh.
This could be trouble for Perondi, because Eke only has 3 seconds. I don't know, Trapman I've not seen come up on penalties at all, so I don't think Trapman has any. Clenzo may well have 1. I know Key Mirror has at least 1 or 2. So that could be an interesting fight to see if the top 5 changes at all, because at the moment I think this puts Perondi outside the top 5 at this moment in time.
Oh,
and
no. This happened in JRL one time.
The world's biggest bottle right here may well be happening.
Oh no, Perondi. And he's losing time to Eek as well. I think his tires are done. We're gonna find out, because Eek is coming down the straight now. Yep.
And well, yeah, I think he got helped massively by the safety car, and that pretty much sealed it. I think it was sealed before the safety car, but the safety car just put the cherry on the cake for Eke. It is going to be the win at the Grand Prix, and I think Perondi is going to finish P2, but he's going to drop down, I think. Yep, Trapman wins.
Wait, Trapman?
He had no penalties.
Oh! Trapman, I did not expect that. Trapman wins the race.
Well done. That's still actually in form, so we're actually alright. As I think, yep, because Tom Battlers, he's now done. He's just carried on with playing damage, by the way. Yeah.
This race has been drama from start here. Trapman out of absolutely nowhere.
He's the race winner.
Has won this race.
Well done to Trapman. He kind of just held on. He managed to avoid getting any penalties.
And Kimmy is up to P8.
Yep, he finished P8. Whoa, mate! I've seen that as well. He's just drifting through the final corner. He will finish P10. Yeah.
Oh, that was the best race I've witnessed since like USA and JR. Actually, I don't know which was better. They've both been epic races. Just
well
anyone who wants hectic races,
it's a finish 1-2 for both of those. So Trapman and for second place anyway there. So well done to the top 3. So who was your driver of the day then, if you were to pick one?
Oh, I don't know, because I wanted to pick Amaze, but after that collision, I don't know. So I'm gonna pick Kimmy. Now, before anyone says, "Oh, you're picking him because he's in JRT," I did not. Kimmy picked it 3 times. He was nearly a lap down. He kind of did a Jensen Button, but he's still got some good, decent points. So, yeah, he's my driver for that.
I'm gonna go with Trapman, because he basically did exactly what he needed to do. Actually, Key Mirror finished P3 actually.
Oh!
No penalties as well. So anyway, the final grid results is Trapman who wins the Grand Prix with Eke P2. Key Mirror takes the final spot on the podium with Perondi, who drops to 4th, Clenzo P5, Toxic Fusions P6, with Danny P7. Kimmy finishes P8. Nice drive after that from him, with Amazed in P9, and Matty takes the final point and the final finisher with JJ not finishing the race with that incident with Amaze. There may be also someone said about that with Sully, Verge, Sync Tom, Sync Repulsion, and a few other members who unfortunately did not finish the race. And with that,
We can take a breath now.
yep, and with that, I think we are going to round off this stream. So, thank you to everyone, everyone who tuned in, and we will be back for next week's race, which I'm not entirely 100% sure what round it will be. But yep. So is this Italy for next round for this one?
Italy is next, I believe. We're still gonna be doing Canada, but I think they're moving on to Italy.
All right. So we'll check with that next week to make sure, but we should be correct on that one. So that race proving a whole load of drama proves for excitement. And, well, there may also be some stuff that comes out of it, but we'll have to see afterwards what happens with that. But anyway, going to round off this round, and we look forward to seeing you in about 2 weeks' time, because this league alternates with URC. So we'll see you in 2 weeks, and I think it may well possibly potentially be me and Alonso on potential full-time commentary for this potential bit of the league, because the person who was supposed to be doing this has indeed left because he's doing another league and didn't actually know that you can't do 2 leagues in one go on the same day. So yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
Let's just round this off. And from me and JRT Alonso, if you want to say goodbye, we'll round off this stream.
Yeah. So, I've just done a Martin Brundle. I was racing and now I'm commentating. So, yep, good race, but we should see what's going to happen next time.
At the Temple of Speed in Monza.
Oh my gosh.
Guys like us are most at risk from drowning. Tell your mates, if they're in trouble in cold water, they should float. It could save their life.